Hey everyone, it's your girl Shamay Speaks. I'm coming to you today with my new and improved name change, which for Fridays, which is Feedback Fridays. I thought that Feedback Fridays would be a little more thought provoking, so I decided to change that. As you know, if you follow me, last Friday I posted a letter that I had got from one of my fans, and so I'm gonna just talk about what it was and some of the advice that we got, and then also what I think about it. And you guys can totally share and chime in. I love feedback and difference of opinions, and I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and read it from my phone, so pardon me. Now, it was here. Dear Shamay, I'm in a relationship with a man I love, and we've been together for 4 years. We've had our ups and downs. He has cheated, but I have forgave him. Even though I forgave him, I kind of felt like I let him off the hook a little too easy. Well, I was speaking with a friend of mine, and she agrees I let him off the hook too easy. She says it's because it doesn't seem I made him earn his way back in. She says it seems like it may be a good idea to kick him out, may have been a good idea to kick him out and let him show himself to prove his way back in. She says this because men will work for what they want if they truly love that woman, and that is where their heart is. I could have done this because I could afford to live alone. I can't help but agree with her. Do you agree that I should have let him show and prove before forgiving him? So, now, let me tell you what a couple of the readers said. You guys can chime in if this is your quote, but basically it says, one person said, it doesn't matter. You can either forgive him immediately or make him prove himself. If he's going to cheat, it's going to happen. You can't control people. They will do what they want. I've tried both options and the relationship ended anyway. True story. Then we have another person that said, it's too late for should've. He's already back in the house. But don't worry. If he got it in him, he will show his ASS again. And then you can say you've tried and didn't work, so see ya. Unless you're married and children are involved, it's much harder to give someone the legal boot. Trust me, I know. Okay, and then another one says, definitely it's harder with kids, and I agree, it's definitely harder with kids. So let's see. Another one said, I think the excuse you can afford to live on your own is a bit lame because if a man is cheating, he knows you will put up with it because you can't afford to live on your own. He will continue to do it. Why would you want to be with someone who isn't treating you like you are treating them? Why lower your standards, subjecting yourself to heartache and possible STDs? Now that's a true thing. You can't afford to live on your alone. You would have to go into a homeless shelter. Before I can deal with that mess, take charge of your life and stop letting people drag you through the mud and stop making excuses for bad behaviors. Stop doing things the same way and expecting a different result, which is a definition of insanity. I'm like some people say, I am fat because I keep eating food, but I don't work out, and etc. So, yeah. And then one other person says, this is someone who's married. Kicking him out just to make him earn his way back in is pointless. If you made the choice to forgive him, then that's your choice. Only time will tell if he's going to be true or not. Men often want what they have to try for at the moment. He probably would have went the extra mile to get back in, but that doesn't mean nothing. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. As for me, if you cheat, those are deal breakers. No second chances for me. I'm not that forgiving. So, as you can see, a lot of people are saying, like, no, like, I'm not putting up with this. Now, for me personally, everyone is different because everyone's love is different, etc., especially when you're married. But for me personally, I feel like, no. Cheating is a deal breaker. You're not protecting me, you're not protecting my body or anything like that. And I feel like once you let somebody off the hook and they don't have to earn their way back, forgiveness is great and it's definitely an internal thing mostly. But if they don't have to earn their way back, what is the point? Like if he cheats on you and you find out and you guys are laying in the bed the next day and everything's back to business as usual, well, what was learned from the situation? Nothing in my point of view. I do think that, like the lady was saying, if you can afford to live on your own, then he got to go. And if he loves you, he will prove to you that he truly made a mistake. And if you decide in your heart that you forgive enough to give a second chance, then that's your choice. But I totally agree with my married friend who was commenting on there. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, period. So you teach people how to treat you. And if you want a successful relationship, there's work to be involved. And if somebody wants your forgiveness, there is work for that forgiveness. And like my life coach said, the only place that you find success before work is in the dictionary. So please believe, if he's not going to work for you, it wasn't worth it. And if, bottom line, if he's not going along to your core values of what you see in a man, you got to have those deal breakers. And if that's a deal breaker, you should go ahead and kick him out. If he wants you, he will show it. Some women's problem, I think, is not allowing a man to show and not having, you don't have to, love should be just normal, natural, but you need to prove it. Like, prove to me that you've made a mistake and you love me and I'm the one you want to be with. So, my opinion, and a lot of ladies agree, yes, you definitely should go ahead and kick him out. If you could afford to live on your own, then financial reasons are not the issue. Now, if you have a kid, that's probably going to be a whole other separate topic that we have to talk about. But you go for what you want. It's not easy in the beginning, but things will change. So remember what your deal breakers are. Remember what your core values are and what you will and will not accept. And follow your heart. If that intuition tells you that, then don't do it. I know for me, cheating, like the other lady said, and hitting, deal breakers. We're done. So follow your heart at the end of the day, no matter what anybody says, but know what you want. And if it's not what you want, it's time to go. It's your girl, Shamay Speaks. Thanks for supporting my Feedback Fridays. I thank everybody who commented. I will see you tomorrow for Speak On It Saturdays. Like my fan page and my YouTube and my Twitter and my Instagram. Have a great week.